Now we're cooking. Hey, everybody, it's the coach. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, running back Dalvin Cook. He's back and coming off a big game a weekend ago, as it'll be the Oakland Raiders taking on the Minnesota Vikings. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime. But kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at US Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with Derek Carr and the Oakland Raiders. From up top, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles Davis, as always, with me as well. And CD, defenses better be on their toes in this one because we got two quarterbacks who love to throw the football, and they throw it very well.
Over 4,000 yards each in the previous season. So what you're saying is, if you're a defender, hope you prepared properly. Hydrated, stretched, be on your toes, as you said, because the ball's coming your way.
Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. First-round pick from Alabama, Josh Jacobs. He takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. Called out a very strong gain of 24. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Loose, and the Vikings pick up the football. Through an opening, and there he goes. This one back. It's a final return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. And he has great speed, defensive back speed. Once he got and took off, there was no catching him.
And I know every team tells you to hustle no matter what the play, but there was no chance of catching him. Maybe if it had been a defensive tackle running with the ball, but not in this case.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there. Grabbing it off the ground and then running it into the end zone for 6. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. Carr and the Raiders come up 1st and 10 at their own 24. Now Carr is complete to Jones. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is Jalen Richard, the fourth-year man from Southern Miss. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Carr. And it is incomplete. Had to pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the first down, even throwing the football.
Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd-year back from Florida State. There are the numbers for Cook from a week ago. 13 carries, 106 yardage-wise, and the score as well.
And they love what they've got in him. He's the number 4 rusher in the league right now, so you know that you have to account for him on defense, which means you can play complementary football as well. Throw the play action, get it out to the wide receivers, because they should have some open space, because the defense will key on them.
From just shy of midfield, Cousins, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Here's Cousins. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. And he's got the first down before being taken down at the 46.
Vikings, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Cousins on 1st down. That went into the hands of Thielen, complete. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. So 2nd and inches after that 1st down completion went just shy of the marker.
37-yard line.
A toss to Cook. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Not your normal call in short yardage, but the toss works very well there. Big people out in front, being physical, and they pick up a 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running the jet sweep. This is Thielen with it. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Carl Joseph up from his safety spot to make the play.
Even though positive yardage was gained on that play, I think the defense has to be happy. Obviously, they were prepared for some trick plays coming into the game, and they looked very aware that those could happen on any given down.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This defense, tough to run against. And those linebackers, they'll go side to side up the field, and there they get them for no gain.
If you can't get linemen upfield to the 2nd level to occupy them, they have a field day just running to the football and putting ball carriers on the ground. Not many yards after contact when they wrap up like that.
Throwing is Cousins. And this is going to be incomplete.
Intended for Dalvin Cook. Incomplete.
So Cousins heads to the Vikings sideline, and on is Dan Bailey to try the field goal. It'll come from the right hash. It's a 47-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down the defense.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Carr gives it a shot. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. Throwing his car on 3rd down. It's caught. Jones. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an open first down.
It's a gain of 10.
All right, let's just go and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. That one caught. It's the rookie Hunter Renfrow. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 32-yard line.
And the Raider first down.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
That's on the big guard, Gabe Jackson. Carr to throw again. The open man here, Renfrow. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A gain of 21 yards. And the Raider first down.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 17. Throwing now is Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. That'll be a pickup of 10 as they try to recover from this 10-point deficit. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Again, it's Carr. This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Jacobs. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. Josh Jacobs, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
And while no one on the offensive line will get the 6 points next to their name, they should be credited with this one. Tremendous blocking to get the runner into the end zone.
Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Vikings 10.
A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Josh Jacobs. A reminder, coming up later tonight, a lot of buzz news about this game. The Browns, they've been doing some travel. Back-to-back primetime games for them. Monday night they were in New York. Now the Browns head to Los Angeles to take on the NFC champs, Browns and Rams, an 8:20 kickoff Eastern time, 5:20 in California. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Cousins. That's complete to the receiver field. And they'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7 our score. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A 1st down throw for Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. He'll get 15 and a Vikings 1st down. First down. Here's Cousins. They'll find field and work in the middle. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll throw again. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
That's good for the Vikings. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
Cousins now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's 1st down. From the red zone now, Cousins. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
A 2nd down throw for Cousins. And he'll find Thielen on the right side. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. On 3rd and 1, here's Cousins. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Well, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Well, they got the extra point. And these guys will take a 10-point lead. That time a 9-play drive. And it's polished off by a Viking score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will. I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'm going to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. Starting the third quarter with Cook. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from the lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They run it again with Cook. And he's got room. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at a 45. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
They'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. From just shy of midfield, Cousins. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. To throw is Cousins. And this one held in by Rudolph. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Cousins now 13 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To the air again, it's Cousins. This one taken in by Olabisi Johnson. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
At the 26-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he gets it inside the 10-9. Another good completion on the drive as the Vikings have a first down.
Partner, they weren't quite in the red zone, but things are starting to get condensed on the field. Throwing the corner route there, really nice play because it gives them a little bit of room to complete it.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Baron mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Let's bring it. Let's bring it. 25 to Mike.
On second and goal, Cousins. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal?
25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. 25 to Mike. We got 25 to Mike.
From the gun, here's Cousins. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Intended for incomplete.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're really excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that's quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. This is Richard. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in the running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll keep it on the ground. Richard. Got a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. That's it in on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Sherrills to return it. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Kirk Cousins and the Vikings offense back on the field. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent. Just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader. Making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. Don't like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Get off the field.
Cousins now. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Connor Barwin. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. And we'll return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long. 3rd and long for Cousins. Left side caught by Diggs. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or 2 short, and it's 4th down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, You often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Cook will have a first down past the 40. And he'll get this all the way up to the 42-yard line. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
If he writes a book in the offseason, he ought to title it Undaunted, because where he is on the field, back on his own side, and goes for it, and gets it, I got to give it to him on that.
Yeah, only thing you can justify it with is it was only a few inches that they needed. If it's 4th and 2, probably doesn't do it. Hey, he got it. Give him credit.
Yeah, but if they don't pick it up,
then you're in trouble.
Yeah, they're giving points to the other team at that stage.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. First down, here's the run with Cook. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Didn't get to the sticks, but that's an ideal carry there on first down, isn't it?
I mean, now you're 2nd and 1. Although, you know, in the NFL, even if you picked up the first down, I don't think it's a big difference because the clock doesn't stop you. If it's college football, you want to win that second and 1 is probably better than picking up the first down, because in college football, the clock stops with every first down. It actually aids the defense in that situation.
How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3 and out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscle all over the field and getting pushed down.
Well, a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I know you felt like saying touchdown there, didn't you, partner? That looked like a sure 6 points, but the contact jarred it free.
Got his hands on it, could not hold on through the end of the play. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On second down, this is Madison. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
He was taken down at the 22-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
The Vikings on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Cousins. And he'll have the first down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. The Vikings first down. Diggs able to find his way free and get the catch from Cousins.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Into the hands of Thielen, complete. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Raiders' 5-yard line.
Well, they don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Back to the ground, Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Dalvin Cook, his 4th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings are going to run that advantage. Now it's looking incredibly likely to be a 3-0 start to this season. That is obviously excellent. 2-0 is one thing. 3-0, you really have some momentum.
And now they're serving notice to the rest of the league that they're a pretty darn good football team. Confident, aggressive, attacking at all times. This looks like a team that you're going to have to deal with. And guess what? Behind closed doors, they're trying to figure out ways to get better.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No, I would tell my offense right here, the punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut it. So you got to go out and create some offense. defense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive. Poor punter. Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Show off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Carr. Got his man. That's Tyrell Williams. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's Carr. He'll find his running back here, Richard. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 2nd down. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, he's a linebacker.
And this is going to be intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. Well, smiles and high fives on that defensive sideline. That interception will cap off what was truly a tremendous performance.
Yeah, if you can hold a team to 7 points in the NFL, that's the kind of day that you feel really good about. And I do know a few guys are going to think to themselves, held them to 7. If we made 1 more, could have had our shutout.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second-half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the 2nd quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the 2nd half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for Minnesota, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Chicago Bears. Meanwhile, for Oakland, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Indianapolis to take on the Colts. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.